soon. Thank you very much, Jeremy, for that. Today is Fentanyl Prevention and Awareness Day. The state's federal delegation took the opportunity to launch a week-long campaign reminding you one pill can kill. Senator Roger Marshall told me why he feels it's so vital.
Every day we lose a Kansan from fentanyl poisoning. That one pill of fentanyl can kill a person. So as I've heard that story repeat itself over and over again, I said, when the kids are going back to school this year, let's launch a fentanyl awareness campaign. So we're trying to get that message out to every corner of the state. The entire Kansas federal delegation is helping us. We have over 100 organizations across the state, everything from health departments to the KBI, doctor's offices, nurse's office, everyone getting this word out that one pill can kill.
A lot of people have been doing that, Senator, on their own here and there. A lot of those. What does it say that everybody got together on this? Federal delegation members, both sides of the aisle involved here, and then all of the partners that you talked about, law enforcement, educational institutions, public, local governments. What does it say that everybody jumped on board when you said, hey, I want to do this?
Well, I think that, first of all, fentanyl poisoning is the #1 killer of young adults across America. So this is now impacting every community. And again, I think this moment when our youth are going back to college, back to high school, in a state, in a situation, this is not unique to Kansas, but it is easier to purchase 5 fentanyl tablets online for less than $5. It's easier to get fentanyl than it is a slice of pizza right now. So I think that everyone across the state, it feels the enormity of the problem, and it's touching every community. So when we had this opportunity to get all our voices together, we're so much better when we work together. We take 2 + 2 and make 8 out of it.
When you mentioned the timing of this, what is it about this back to school time, and particularly if you're looking for students maybe moving to a new building in terms of middle school to high school, and then college students, particularly freshmen, arriving, getting some independence for the first time?
Well, Melissa, once upon a time, you and I were going back to school as well, and I don't remember. I mean, I don't know if you remember, but when I went back to K-State for that after the end of summer, it was a time of, I'm going to say, experimentation, of being challenged. And you know, as easy as it was for someone like us to get a beer, even though we were underage, it's easier for kids to get fentanyl. You know, the difference is that this one pill can kill. So I think as kids go back to school, I think they're especially vulnerable. And I think that there's also an opportunity for teachers and coaches and parents to kind of seize the moment and say, okay, wait a second. As our kids are going back to school, we want to make sure they're able to finish it. And fentanyl doesn't care who you are, where you are, what your last name is, what your parents do. Nobody is immune from this problem.
That ease of access is something that you're attacking beyond this awareness campaign, but also with some legislation. What is the bill, and what is the status of that bill?
Yeah, so the Cooper Davis bill is named for a wonderful young man who lost his life to fentanyl. He and his friends ordered 2 fentanyl tablets through Snapchat. Cooper Davis took half of one tablet and died. So what our legislation does is force social media to proactively cooperate with police, with law enforcement when they see something like that going online. It passed overwhelmingly out of committee. This is a bipartisan bill. Senator Dick Durbin from Illinois, the Democrat whip, is co-sponsoring the bill. So we hope that we can get that to the floor. We hope the House is able to do something with it and get it to the president's desk.
There are so many parallel issues to fentanyl, Senator, and especially with your medical background, if you can comment on this. One thing other folks have told me on this issue, and especially as it pertains to Narcan, is why this is something that crosses all age spectrums. It's not just the illicit or recreational use of fentanyl. It's people who perhaps are taxed with their medical bills. They've been prescribed an opioid or some other prescription. They look for a cheaper way to get it, and lo and behold, they end up with something laced with fentanyl. So how does this issue cross all of those dynamics? I threw in a lot of things there.
Yeah, Melissa. Well, you know, I think the challenge is many of these acts are accidental poisoning where somebody is ordering, say, a Xanax tablet or a Percocet tablet. They're even lacing marijuana with the fentanyl as well. So certainly as we come out of it, we're starting to come out of this opioid crisis. This fentanyl is 50 times more powerful than opioids. So if a person that's addicted to opioids, if they're used to taking 10 Percocet tablets to get high, so to speak, if they just take 1/2 of one of these tablets, it'll probably kill them as well. So you're right, it does cross all those barriers.
And they don't know it's there.
Oftentimes they don't know it's there, that the cartel, unfortunately, is alive and well across the state of Kansas, and they print their own pills. So they print pills that look like Percocet tablets, but for whatever reason, they're lacing them with fentanyl.
Senator, appreciate you taking the time and the awareness campaign all week long. Thank you.
You bet. Hashtag one pill can kill. I just appreciate all your listeners getting online, do something, go to marshall.senate.gov, and if they can, write a post themselves and hashtag one pill can kill.
Senators Marshall and Moran and Representatives Jake LaTurner, Tracy Mann, and Sharice Davids are all part of the campaign. Other local partners include the Riley and Pottawatomie County Health Departments, Jefferson and Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Offices, and Flint Hills Technical College. The Flint Hills Discovery Center